Mostly cloudy on Monday and very warm, breezy as well with a high of 82. Rain will arrive later on Monday night. That could be heavy at times as well. I'm meteorologist Alan Daniels.
My name's Jim, and
Delaware
I'm using the mic.
105.9.
Good morning, everybody. If you are watching us at Weller Does Delmarva, send me a text so I know you're watching. 542-9157. Just tell me how things look. 542-9157. Text me. Say, hey, I'm watching it. You look good.
If you're not watching, give them a call on that number.
Yeah, if you're not watching, give me a call on the phone. Anyway, good morning, everybody. We are live here at Wings and Wheels in Georgetown, Delaware. We're getting ready to go live on the Radio, Delaware 105.9 at 8 o'clock. We're going on there. So tell your friends. Colin Walls and myself do a show every week, and this is called Weller Does Delmarva. And we are also looking for sponsors. So if you're watching right now or listening and you say, wow, I've got an item I want to promote, a business I want to promote, an event I want to promote, or I just want to talk about promoting, give us a call, 337-7300, and say, hey, I'm watching, or I have something I want to talk about or do or let people know about. We've kind of been successful in business and promoting and things like that, and we started this new venture. We have catchitlive.com, which is another venture we do where we could come to an event, let's say a wedding, or let's say a surprise birthday party, or let's say an event where you've got family members that can't make it to the event, but they could watch it on the World Wide Web. We can stream your event for you. So we have lots of options, lots of ideas, lots of options, lots of ideas. I was going to say lots of talent. We have some talent, though. Pretty talented.
We can hire the talent.
We can hire the talent, right. We know how to do that. So anyway, again, 302-337-7300. If you would like to have us come to your business or something like that. I was thinking the other day it'd be perfect for like a car dealership. It has a service department. We could show the service department, show the mechanics, show the facility. We could show some of your cars. We could highlight things. And then, what's that called? Embed codes?
Yes, we can give you an embed code and an embed code.
Embed.
No.
Embed.
Not in bed.
Okay.
You got to get out of bed to do it. Well, if you have a laptop, you don't have to. Okay. So it's an embed. E-M-B-E-D code. And what you could do is you put this code on your website, and it actually puts that video in there, and it stays there for as long as you want.
Yes. So that way you could steer people to your website, or every time they go to it, so in other words, say you got a website and you got people coming to it. We could help you make a greeting. We could help you make a meet the staff video that could be embedded on your website. So anyway, wanted to let you know that. Now, we are live today. What is today? October 5th, 2013. I got to make sure I put the dates because people might watch these later, in the afternoon or something like that.
That's right. And
that's right.
Because all of our videos you can go back and watch later.
That's another thing, right. So if you were to purchase any form of advertising during Weller Does Delmarva, you would first of all be live on Delaware 105.9. Then at the exact same time, we're streaming it. So anybody watching it would see your ad or see you or whatever, or your product. But then on top of that, it continually is available to be viewed at Weller Does Delmarva. So that's a little bit of an added bonus. Unlike, if you just buy a normal radio ad, it's like buying a puff of air. And when that puff of air is gone, it's gone. So
but this is
like the gift that keeps on giving.
This is why we've combined kind of the best of both.
Everything, right.
Yeah, what we're doing is the way to get the audience is definitely through the radio.
Yes.
So
to get the listenership.
Right. The way we want to promote it is come on the radio with us to promote your event. And then we stream the event live. So the radio is the way to get the people to drive them to your event, to whether physically to your event or to the video that we're doing.
Now, today, October 5th, we are doing another very interesting event. Yes. But before we do that, I do want to thank Wireless Zone. They have been a really good sponsor of ours. That's Tejas in Milford and Middletown. He's got a store in Middletown.
And
Harrington.
Yeah.
Yep. So, in other words, it's Wireless Zone. They do a good job. They're a Verizon. Let me get the right wording. They are a Verizon Premier retailer.
Premium retailer.
Premium.
Yes.
Premium.
Yes.
I didn't even read my own writing right. So they are a wireless premium retailer. So, in other words, they are, what was I getting ready to say? They are in Milford, Middletown, and Harrington.
Yes.
I think I have somebody wants to buy some ads. We're on. Come on over. Oh, Tom, how you doing? All right. Well, we'll have a seat here for a minute. This is going to be one of today's sponsors. We're not live on the radio yet, but we're live on the internet. Tom, welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. This is Colin Walls.
Tom, nice to meet you.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Colin's son, Colin Walls, over here.
Hello.
So anyway, Tom, tell us, this is a pre-show thing here. This is not your real ad, but Tom's going to be one of our show sponsors today. But welcome to Wings and Wheels.
Well, good morning.
You ever been to Wings and Wheels?
No, I have not. This is my first time.
Now, you've heard of airplanes and helicopters and things, right?
Yes, I've heard of airplanes and helicopters.
Well, anyway, as the day progresses, first of all, it was neat. You see this over there? People stayed there. That's like a, what would you call that? A Civil War reenactment group? Or
Oh, wow, okay.
it might be the canteen or something. But anyway, they were up this morning. I heard them out there. What's it called? Blowing Reveille or something
Right.
like
Reveille,
that.
yeah.
Reveille, yeah.
Reveille.
So, but they have that. They have all kinds of planes on display. They got helicopters on display. They're going to have music. They're going to have vendors. They're going to have all kinds of stuff. But you are in the housing business, is that right?
That's correct.
And so, where are you located? What town?
Georgetown,
Delaware?
Delaware, yep.
Right on the highway there?
Right on the highway, 113 and Governor Stokely.
Stokely. I believe that's right around where Melvin Joseph Construction is?
Yes, right across the street.
Right across the street.
Yep.
And so you are the manager there?
Yep.
All right. And so what do they do there?
We are a modular housing company. We're in the home building business.
Okay. And how far will you go to build a home?
Anywhere in Delmarva.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
All right. And are you locally owned, or are you some big company from
No,
another state?
we're a locally owned company.
Locally owned.
Yep.
All right. All right. So locally owned, locally operated.
Yep. And we've been there about 30 days. We've been there now. We're
Okay.
excited. We're
Wow, good. A lot of energy.
yeah, a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, good. What's a phone number to reach you there?
302-855-5838.
855-5838. 5838. All right. So, Tom, if you want to stand by, we're going to go on the radio in a little bit. Right now, we're just live on the internet. If you have any loved ones or family members you want to call and tell them to watch you, tell them to go to Weller Does Delmarva. But, hi, Mom. Isn't he doing a great job? So, anyway, we are here live at the Wings and Wheels event in Georgetown. And we're going to talk to Tom again in a little while once the radio side of things gets started. So, anyway, I wanted to thank again Wireless Zone. I'll tell you another good sponsor we have. We got a few, so I'm going to run through our sponsors.
Yes.
A good friend of ours, Scott Fitzgerald, whose family has owned Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling in Lincoln for years. I mean, I used to own a tire business right across the street, and they have always been passionate about recycling and giving back to the community and so on. So if you have any recyclables, and recyclables anymore are anything from old computers to
It's pretty much anything, Jim.
anything. It really is.
Anything that you have.
Yeah,
Pretty much can be
they
recycled.
buy most anything. I don't know if there's something they don't buy, but there's probably something they don't buy. But anyway,
If they don't, you will.
if they don't, I will. So, but I know they are also in the used car parts business. If you need a part or something like that, if you've got some scrap metal in your yard and you just don't want to be bothered with it, they'll take care of that. So give them a call. What are you gonna say?
Here's what this is how I deal with Fitzgerald.
Okay.
I have an auto repair business.
All right.
So we have a lot.
Where's
of,
your business, young man?
It's in Milford, downtown
Okay.
Milford.
All right.
Okay. So we have a lot of metal parts that we take off. So brake rotors, brake drums,
Okay.
brake pads, exhaust. Just old rusted exhaust. I give them a call. I say, look, I need a dumpster brought up
Oh,
here.
really?
They'll bring a dumpster up there. You fill it up. You call them. They'll come and get it, and then they give you a check.
I do the same thing with them. I forgot about it. I have a dumpster at Bridgeville.
You send all your junk to them, and then they send
Hi.
you a check.
Are you going to talk with us? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to be on the radio at 8:07, but we can talk to you on the internet right now if you want. Okay, it's Joan, correct? All right. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning.
Oh, well, we're going to go live here in a second. But anyway,
We got
what?
5 or 6 minutes.
Okay. Well, anyway, Joan, how are you?
I'm great this morning. What a beautiful day.
And now, are you involved with the Georgetown Chamber?
I am a board member of the Georgetown Chamber, and I'm on the Wings and Wheels Committee. Have
Okay,
been for
there you go.
every year that it's been in existence. This is sixth annual, so
Annual.
we're getting better every year.
Okay, good. Beautiful day, big event. Describe to people now. Right now, we're just talking on the internet. So talk to people about if they were to come to Wings and Wheels. First question is, how much is parking?
Okay. You know, the county kind of filled up all of our primary parking here at the venue, so we don't have any parking at the venue.
Right.
But just down the road at the Sussex Academy, which used to be the Delmarva Christian School, and Sterling Square, we have parking. It's $2 a car. We have 4 buses, 2 are handicap buses, and they'll be running continuously to bring people in and out of the venue.
No, I really liked that last year, to be honest with you.
Riding the bus?
Because I didn't have to get down here and wonder, am I going to be able to park? Am I going to be able to get in? Am I going to be able to get out? I knew if I parked, got on the bus, that's all I had to worry about. Somebody else worried about the rest.
It's usually very smooth. The buses were great last year.
I was quite impressed with it.
We love the Dutton are great to us, and the bus drivers are great to all the people. So I don't think anybody will have trouble getting into the venue.
Okay.
If you have somebody who is elderly or handicapped, when they arrive at the venue, the bus drops you off. We have golf carts available to take people if they can't walk.
So you just
distance.
give them the golf cart for the day?
No. Well, we drive them. That's one of my jobs today. I get to drive people around in golf carts.
That's very nice.
So we pick them up from the entrance and take them out to the tarmac if they want to see the planes, or take them over to the car show, let them look around. We'll come back and get them later. But just trying to make it as accessible for everybody, even if they can't walk long distance or stand for long periods of time.
Excellent. So now I would call this a family-friendly environment.
Oh, most definitely. We have a great kids game area that's setting up. We're going to have some games there, prizes, and everywhere's from that. We have the entertainment. We're going to have the radio station playing till noon. We have Glass Onion, which is a very popular band, from noon till 4. They're playing all afternoon.
Now, is there any charge to come to that?
Not at all. Once you pay
all
your
you got to do is
parking,
park and get here.
You get here, and you can sit under the tent, enjoy the music all afternoon.
Are you allowed to buy food?
Oh, my gosh. We have every kind of food vendor imaginable.
Can I eat all I want?
You can eat all you want.
So I can purchase as much food as I want.
I won't tell anybody what you eat all day. And we have desserts, everything from food, desserts, barbecue, hot dogs. I think they're even selling breakfast sandwiches and coffee this morning.
So we're right at, it's called the Sussex County Airport.
Sussex County Airport.
Right in Georgetown.
Right.
Wings and Wheels 2013. And you have got a busy event going on. I lost my schedule. I had a schedule.
We have
you have it memorized?
No, I don't. Not yet. But we have a busy day. We start at 10 o'clock. It runs till 4. We are blessed this year to have Lieutenant Colonel Dick Cole, one of the 4 surviving Doolittle Raiders.
Okay.
He is now 98 years old.
Wow.
But he travels. He's the last one able to travel around.
He's one of 4 left, I believe.
4 remaining surviving Doolittle Raiders. He was in the first plane as the co-pilot. He was here last night for our Wings and Wheels camp show, and he'll be doing a question and answer session at 10:30 in the hangar. So that's going to be something that's going to be packed, I'm sure, because he really got a great welcome yesterday. And
what a wealth of knowledge.
And those Doolittle Raiders, I learned last night, have never made a dime from their notoriety. They don't sell books. They don't sell anything that they make money off of. For all of the years that they've been doing this, they have all the money that they have raised has gone to a scholarship fund to help students go into the aeronautic field.
Really?
So he sells posters and other things, but all the money goes into a scholarship fund.
So they've never stopped serving their country?
Not at all. He's wonderful. Something? And he'll be out here today, and they'll have a table set up selling as well.
Wow. Now we're getting ready to go live on the radio. Right now we've been on the internet.
Okay.
So now people are going to be able to watch us and hear us on the radio also.
Great.
So we're getting, now everybody gets twice as much for their money. In other words, so now they're going to get twice as much. So I want to remind people that if you want to watch the show later, if you want to watch yourself later, you go to Weller Does Delmarva, and you'll be able to see. Okay? So you're going to hang out for a few more minutes as we start the show? We'd like you to. All right. And
Wood Branch Road near Georgetown. DelDOT made that decision after consulting with local elected officials. And the purpose of the closure is to improve the overall safety of motorists and reduce angle crashes. DelDOT says there have been 18 angle crashes at the intersection. The permanent median closure takes effect on Wednesday, October the 16th. Signage and variable message boards will be posted to alert drivers to the closure and traffic restrictions.
Good.
A 21-year-old Seaford man was taken into custody as a fugitive from Wacomico County. Police say Kenneth Lee Eisenhower failed to appear in court for a theft case in March, and a deputy from the Wacomico County Sheriff's Office arrested him on Thursday. Eisenhower is at the Wacomico Detention Center without bond, pending an initial hearing before court. Strengthening Delaware schools, Governor Jack Markell focused on his weekly address. Among the keys, according to Markell, is making sure the state has great teachers.
As part of our efforts to attract and retain the best teachers, we just launched an online resource to highlight the benefits of teaching in our state and to make it easier for top students to apply for Delaware jobs.
The website is joindelawareschools.org, and the site will have all educator job openings in the state with a common statewide application available. Delaware 105.9 news time is 8:06. Quick check on sports. A game heard last night here on Delaware 105.9. Had Woodbridge over Laurel 35-29. Dover beat Sussex Tech 39-27. Delmar shut out Milford 17-0. Cesar Rodney over Polytech 55-10. Sussex Central beat Smyrna 43-6. And Bullis School of Maryland 42, Cape Henlopen 7. Later today at noon, Indian River will be at Lake Forest. And the winners in the playoffs in baseball, Boston, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta. Taking a look at the Delaware 105.9 forecast. Mostly sunny skies, warm, humid today with a high of 86. Now, the record for this date is 88. That was set in 2002. Partly cloudy, muggy tonight, 61 for the low. Very warm, humid tomorrow, sun and some clouds, 86. Monday, mostly cloudy, breezy, very warm, 82. Rain arriving late Monday night into Tuesday, and that rain could be heavy at times throughout the day on Tuesday. Right now, 63 currently in Bethany Beach. It is 65 in Milford and 65 currently in Lewis. I'm Walt Marcus in the Delaware 105.9 newsroom. Now let's head over to Wheels and Wings with
commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Go. Let's go. Okay, everybody, good morning. Myself and Colin Walls, we are live at the Wings and Wheels Festival in Georgetown, Delaware. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. I've been here since about 6 o'clock. It was really neat to be at an airport. It was peaceful. It was quiet. And then I heard those guys over there getting up and stirring and so on. So if you are listening to us right now, first of all, you can watch us. If you go on the internet, we're on the World Wide Web today. You go to Weller Does Delmarva, and you can see us live right here, right now, at the Georgetown Wings and Wheels Festival. And one of our first guests is Joan. And Joan, you're involved in many ways here. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm on the Wings and Wheels committee with the Georgetown Chamber. Linda Price heads up our committee, and this is our 6th year
Linda
running
Price
the
is
event.
The leader?
Linda Price is our leader from Fulton Bank,
okay.
And her father was in the service, and so she has a very personal connection.
Okay.
So this means,
means a lot to
heart
her.
and soul into this event, and it shows in the way it turns out.
Let's describe Wings and Wheels to somebody that's maybe never even heard of it, in other words. So, first of all, they go to Georgetown, and they park at the high school that was the Delmarva Christian High School.
Right.
And now they've swapped buildings with, who's the new school?
Sussex Academy.
Sussex Academy, so they park there.
We have parking there and across the street at Sterling Square, which is the shopping center. We have all of their grounds, so we have plenty of parking.
So that's out near the Cheer Center, but don't park at the Cheer Center.
Correct.
Okay, and then they catch a bus, and it's only, what, $2?
They park their car, $2 a carload.
Okay. $2 a whole carload.
Okay. It's a bargain.
Okay.
We have 4 buses. 2 are handicap accessible, so you can catch the bus. They're running continuously starting at 10 o'clock, or probably 9:30 actually. And they'll bring you into the venue, drop you off. You'll see lots of tents. Because
now, there's no charge to get in the venue.
No charge to get in. Once you get here, they drop you off, and you just can look around and see that we have a lot of tents because we have a lot of vendors. We have
food vendors, craft vendors,
food vendors. We have all kinds of vendors that are setting up as we speak.
Yep.
You'll see a reenactment camp. A whole group of reenactors.
Did they spend the night there?
They spent the night. They cooked
breakfast
this morning. Did you smell that this morning? It was mighty fine.
Yeah.
The car show cars are rolling in. Last year we had 312 cars in the car show. They're anticipating possibly 400 with this weather today.
Okay.
We will have
no charge to go to the car show?
No charge once you get in unless you want to buy something yourself.
Okay.
We are waiting for planes to start flying in. We'll be hearing those very shortly.
Okay.
We had, I believe it was 27 vintage planes fly in last year.
Okay.
One coming in now.
Or
taking off, one or the other. And
which is it?
You'll
taking off. I can't even see it.
You'll see Larry Kelly's B-25 Panchito out on the field, but lots of planes that fly in to this event. We don't pay them to fly in. They come in. We do give them some fuel to help them get here and back, which is we're grateful that they will fly in and they want to show their planes. And the biggest thing that we find is the veterans who will come here solely to see a plane that they flew in the war.
But they can reminisce.
And they reminisce, and it's very touching. I've heard many stories taking people on golf carts around the venue. They only wanted to come to see that one plane because they remember flying that particular plane. So.
Now, did you say earlier that if a person is handicapped, the buses are handicap accessible, a couple of them, but after they physically get here, you don't take them around, you just get them in the facility on a golf cart?
When they come up to the drop-off point, if they're not able to walk distance, we know that it's a great distance to get all the way to the tarmac to see those planes. We have golf carts running all over the area. We'll pick them up. We'll take them out to the tarmac, drop them off, let them look around, take them to the car show, drop them off. And then we'll come back around and pick them up when they're ready to leave or ready to come up to the food area and sit down and enjoy the entertainment. We try to make it as accessible as possible for anybody who wants to come out and see this event.
That's very nice. Seems very organized.
We like to
family friendly would be a good way to describe it.
Very family friendly. We'll have kids games. They're setting up over in the grassy area over here.
Okay.
There'll be some games and prizes, face painting, various things for them to do.
Is there something like a bombing going on later today?
Oh, the flower bombing.
What's that? They bomb a bunch of flowers?
That's what the pilots call it. They give them bags of lime.
Oh, okay. And they drop them on the plane?
Even though this is a fly-in, we actually do get to see planes up in the air, flying around. They do some flyovers for us. But the flower bombing, they have bags of lime, and the planes will go over, and they have a target on the tarmac, and they drop it to see who can get the closest or who gets the award for being the farthest away from the target. And it's a lot of fun. They've done this. This is the second year being able to do it at our venue. They've typically had to go off-site to do it, but now the airport is allowing us to do it here. It's great because the people get to see the planes fly.
And they see the bags. Can you literally see the bags drop?
Oh, yeah. You can see the lime when it hits the ground,
So I'm going to guess there's a lot of good picture-taking opportunities here today.
Most definitely, yes. There are definitely going to be pictures when you see the reenactors in their uniforms and the Jeeps and things that they use. There's one that has the gun on it. Apparently, people love to get their picture taken with that.
Do they shoot the gun?
No, nobody gets shot. Thank goodness.
Okay.
So we have the Fort Miles group is here to talk about the history of Fort Miles. We have so many local planes that fly in, but we also have the military history. We have set up where we have people come in and they do Q&A to talk about things from the war and their history in the war. So there's a whole schedule all the way up to 4 o'clock today.
Isn't that something? So, and does anything go on beyond 4 o'clock?
No, we're pretty much finished up. We had our Wings and Wheels, what we call a camp show last night, which is reminiscent of the canteen shows they used to put on for the veterans.
Did that sell out?
We didn't sell out this year, but 250.
But you had a lot more
seats
than last year.
Yeah, exactly. We sold out 2 years in a row. The show was wonderful. It's a great tribute to our veterans, the veterans that are in attendance. And when they start playing the songs, they stand, they salute, and it just brings back so many memories for them. So it was an excellent show last night. So
Wow.
We enjoyed that. And then today is the big event, and it lasts till 4 o'clock.
Okay. So you're saying get up and get ready and get out here.
Get out here. It's
and
too
enjoy
beautiful
the
to
day.
stay in, for sure.
Now, is there any need for somebody to bring a chair with them or anything?
No, we have a huge tent in the food area with chairs,
so
tables.
They can sit, they can eat, they can
sit
enjoy
all
the
day
music.
if they want. They can stay as long as they want. There's no rush to leave.
Can they enjoy all the fresh air they want?
All the fresh air they want, and
wow.
all these vendors that are going to be lined up and down the road.
Is there 50 vendors?
I didn't even look at the list, but at least. I mean, we have food vendors. I think we have like 20 food vendors, and then we have craft and nonprofit vendors that line up along the road. T-shirt
so it's just
vendors.
a place to make sure you come to today.
We have official Wings and Wheels T-shirts and hats.
People
we'll be
can
selling.
buy them?
People can buy them. We'll be selling those very shortly.
They'll be collector's items.
I like to think so.
Yeah. Well, very good. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on,
You're going to come back or send somebody back in a little bit?
See somebody a little later.
Okay. Well, we're going to be right here.
All right.
Till 9 o'clock. Thank you very much. All right. So, everybody, you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are live at the Wings and Wheels event. I'd like to take a minute and run through some of our sponsors.
Sure. It's a beautiful morning. I want to invite people to come down here and check it out.
We'll go ahead and invite them.
You're invited.
I'm invited?
You're invited.
Okay. And they say that you can buy all the food you want. There's no eating limits, and there's no spending limits. There's no caps on things today. So you can come on down and spend all you want. But I want to run through some of our constant sponsors that we appreciate. First, Colin Walls owns BringMeGas.com. Want to just let everybody know that is a really unique business. It's like, you want to describe it or you want me to?
You can describe it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You do a good
Basically,
job.
it's really neat. You can go on the internet to bringmegas.com, and let's say you have a gas grill, and most people do, and you run out of gas. In the olden days, you used to take that tank, have to load it up in your car, go somewhere, maybe go to a big box store. They'd have to get some employee to meet you outside who probably had an attitude when they got there and give you another tank of gas. Not like that with bringmegas.com. You literally go on the internet and say, hey, I live in the Lincoln area, and they will come to your house and bring you an exchange tank of gas. And I think it's like $25. Is that right? I think so. $25 is all it is. Now, when you go on the internet, it'll tell you what days they're doing Milford, what days they're doing Lincoln or Georgetown or Dover or Little Heaven or whatever. So it's bringmegas.com. Very, very nice service. Then Colin also has Walls Service Center in Milford. So if you have a vehicle you need worked on or whatever, I think Colin is the third generation running the business, and it was started back like in 1957, 8. I was close. 1958. So anyway, they do brake work, they do custom exhaust work. If you need no more than somebody to put a set of new windshield wiper blades on your vehicle, whatever your vehicle needs, let them know and they will take care of you. They're located right downtown Milford, 422-8110. Then we have Glass Doctor. Go ahead. All right. So anyway, sorry about that. I was just making sure my audience was listening. So I figured if I faded out, they would know. But anyway, then we've got Glass Doctor in Lincoln. Now, that's owned by the Fitzgerald family. Scott Fitzgerald pretty much heads that little project up. But they do glass, auto glass for your vehicle. But they also do, like, shower enclosures if you have a glass shower or want a glass shower enclosure. Also, they do, like at my business, I had a window in the showroom where the seal broke. And then the window started looking all milky and everything. They came in and they put a brand new window in. I actually had a rental house that they went and put a window in. So if you need any type of glass work, they also make mirrors and things like that. Give them a call. It's called Glass Doctor, and they're located right on Route 113 in Lincoln, 422-2783. That's 422-2783. Then we want to thank our good friends at Wireless Zone. They supply us with internet for the streaming side of our show, and they are located in Milford. They are located in Harrington and Middletown. And then one more thing we want to mention is Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling is also a sponsor, and they are into recycling. So if you have anything recyclable that you want to get rid of it, most of it they pay you for. I don't know if there's anything they don't pay for, but give them a call, 422-7584. So that's our constant sponsors, and we thank them very much. We are a local show. Colin and I actually pay for this time. So if you're listening and you say, man, I want to get in, I want to be on it, we've got a lot of people getting on. We got a lot more sponsors coming up. There is an opportunity for you to be involved in this show. You would give me a call at 337-7300 and say, hey, Jim, I got an item I want to promote. I want to talk about my business. I want to talk about a new hair growth chemical I have, whatever it may be. The other thing is we are streaming this show at the exact same time at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. And the nice thing about if you were to purchase an ad on this show, you're going to be on Delaware 105.9 while we're doing the show. You're going to be streamed also. But later, you can take this show and you can embed it into your business website if you want. So also we have Catch It Live where we can come to your business and, highlight things or whatever. Just like later today, we're going over to the 16 Mile Brewery today, and there is a rescue competition going on today, and we're going to stream that. So if you're listening and you say, what in the world have you ever wanted to see?
They're saying, what in the world is Jim doing at the brewery?
Right. First of all, yeah, that's the first thing
they're saying.
Yeah. But the second thing they're saying is, what's going on? What is a rescue competition? And this is like the first annual, the Georgetown Fire Company's hosting it, putting it on, and it's a rescue competition. So if you've ever went by an accident or something like, and wondered, how they get somebody out of a mangled up vehicle, you can come today. There's no charge for parking and no charge to watch this, and you can literally watch it. Every 20 minutes they're going to be doing one, and they've got 8 different fire companies all represented there today, and it's a competition. So they're going to literally be, I think, extracting dummies out of these cars, like where they cut the roof off and do this. Yes. And they're so organized and professional, it's amazing. But you never really appreciate your local fire companies till you see them in action, because they are all volunteers.
They are volunteers.
And when they have their fund drives, we really encourage you to support them. Now, we do have a guest coming up. Come on over, Tom, if you would. This is Tom Furdig, and he is the manager of Peninsula Homes in Georgetown. Here's the microphone. Tom, welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. How you doing?
Good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing real good. Have you ever been to Wings and Wheels?
No, I have not.
All right. And are you witnessing a lot of stuff here?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It really is. Yep. You need to have a booth here next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're with Peninsula Homes.
That's correct.
And you're located right on the highway in Georgetown. I would describe it as right across from Melvin Joseph Construction.
Yep, that's correct.
And do you have a model home there?
Yeah, we have 2 models there.
Two models?
Yeah, we have a ranch model and a Cape Cod.
Really? What's the difference between a ranch model and a Cape Cod?
Ranch model is a single story, and the Cape Cod would have 2 stories.
2 stories, okay. So it probably has some stairs inside.
You have some stairs, correct.
All right. Now, I want to know this. A lot of people build houses. A lot of people do this and that. But if I was going to build a house, I would want to deal with somebody that's turnkey. Like, I'm just going to ask you, do you do it, all this? If I said, look, I want to build a house. Here's my lot. Will you take care of getting the permits, dealing with the DelDOT, getting the electric all run, grading the yard when it's done? How much do you do? What don't you do?
Jim, we do everything there. I'm also a licensed real estate broker, so if you came to us, we can find you a lot.
Oh, really?
We have some partners in financing, so we can get you financing. We would, of course, sit down and work with you to design the home suited for your needs, exactly what you're looking for.
So, like, we could come in and sit down, and you're not just going to try to push us with what you want to sell us. You're going to let us buy what we want to buy and help guide us.
Absolutely. We're going to make the home fit what you're looking for.
Wow. So, and I was wondering, how far away will you go? Like, say somebody's in, I don't know, Milford. Do you go to Milford?
Yes, absolutely. We do everything in Sussex County, Delmarva Peninsula.
Okay. All right. So, in other words, if somebody's listening and they're just saying, look, I don't even know how much a payment is on a home. In other words, I want to know if I want to build a 1,500 square foot home versus 1,700 foot, and should I build the garage now or build the garage later? Can you help them walk through all that?
Yep, that's all. We can answer all those questions for them.
Now, you look like a pretty friendly guy. Are you the one who waits on the customers?
Yes, I would be there when the customers come in.
Okay, so my perception would be you don't look like you're going to really strong arm them or pressure them into making up their mind today.
We're going to sit down. We're going to work with you. We're going to have you. Basically, I'm looking to be part of your home buying choice. I mean, if you're looking to build a home today, if you come in, meet with us, we'll sit down, give you all the information you need just to make us part of your buying decision.
Okay, so what's your phone number? I guess would be a good question.
The phone number is 855-5838.
855-5838, right?
Yep. You can you can also get us on the web at penhomesde.com.
Is that the World Wide Web?
Yes.
Or the local web? You're on the World Wide Web. Okay, what was that one again? I interrupted you.
penhomesde.com. That's penhomesde.com.
All right, and what's on your website? Any pictures?
Yep, there's homes on there. There's information about us, what we do. There's a spot in there where you can register, and we'll send you information.
Okay. So, in other words, somebody, if they're just thinking or whatever, in other words. On the south end of the state, how far do you go? To the state line?
Yep.
So, Delmarva?
Delmarva, yep.
Okay, Selbyville, somewhere down there.
Somewhere down there.
All right, so what I'm hearing is you're a licensed realtor for starters. So if somebody says, look, I don't even have a lot in mind, I don't know what to do. You're saying from talking about what lots are available and showing them, to helping them pick out the best floor plan available, to arranging financing, you can take care of everything from A to Z.
Yep, absolutely. From concept to you actually moving into the home.
And I'm going to presume all the people you deal with, you have relationships with, and you're going to see to it that they're treated. You're not going to just get them started on the home and then pawn them off to somebody else that maybe they like the way you treat them, but might not like the way they treat them.
No, we're your contact, and we follow through the whole project.
All the way. Wow.
That's
very good. Now, what bullet points do you have you want to hit? I don't want to take you off track here.
I want to talk a little bit about the advantages of modular housing for the people out there who don't know about it.
Can I name some?
Sure.
No, you go ahead. I've been doing all the talking. It's his interview. I've been thinking about this. In other words, I was thinking about what do you do when it rains for 7 or 8 days, or it's freezing cold or something like that, and you're having a house built. In other words, I got a feeling yours is built in a building with a roof on it and then delivered to the site.
That's correct. I mean, basically what we do is the home is it's the same lumber that is built on your site. The difference is our lumber is kept inside a closed building. Your home is built inside the building. There's some advantages to it that your floor systems are built on jigs, so everything's nice and square. Your wall sections... They're not getting rained on. You're not getting rained on. Your wall sections are pre-built. They go onto the, lay on the drywall. The drywall is spray foamed in and then sprayed with a moisture retardant, so you don't have the screws and the fasteners that you typically get nail pops in housing.
Oh,
so
very good.
And there's some advantages to it. There's structural advantages because if you keep in mind your house is traveling down the highway at 60, 65 miles an hour, it's then going to be picked up with a crane at 2 points and set on the foundation. So there's some structural engineering that's done also.
Right.
Because
built just a little bit better than it may need to be.
Yep, exactly.
Wow. All right, what's your next bullet point?
Well, you talked a little bit about the fact that we're turnkey, and that's important in today's world.
Oh, I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question. Question from the audience. It's me. Listen, what about getting the septic designed and all that? Do you handle all that?
Yep, we handle that as well.
Really?
Yep.
So nobody really has to, because I've been through a couple house projects, and part of it falls onto me, and part of it falls onto them, and I got to go to one place to have the septic designed, but then another company have the septic put in, and I would rather just, look, here's the lot, or get me a lot, tell me how much it is and when you want some money.
That's exactly right, and that's what we handle. We do all of that for you.
Okay. Because I don't know anybody that has any time to waste anymore.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say, in today's world, I mean, we're basically trying to simplify the home building experience for the customer. We're looking to be Delmarva's answer to affordable residential housing and make your buying experience as easy and pleasurable as it can be.
Okay, give me the contact info one more time.
All right, the phone number is 855-5838, and the website is penhomesde.com.
And it's called Peninsula Homes?
Peninsula Homes, that's correct.
And you're located right on Route 113 in Georgetown, across from Melvin Joseph Construction.
That's correct.
All right, well, Tom, I'm going to thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for being on the show, and you can tell all your loved ones and family to watch you at Weller Does Delmarva.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much. You too. All right, everybody, that was Tom from Peninsula Homes, and we thank him very much for his support. Being on the show, I encourage you to give him a call and, put him to the test. Say, sell me a home. Guide me through it. Help me out. I've handled a few home projects before, and now my desire is I want to deal with one person and not be bounced all around, and that sounds like that's what Tom will do for you. So,
for sure.
Listen, we're going to be taking a break here in a minute or so, but I want to remind people we are live at the Wings and Wheels Festival. If you are riding by, honk your horn 3 times so that we know that you heard us. And if you didn't hear us, only honk your horn twice.
That's right. And I think we need to go to break now, Jim.
All right. We'll be right back.
voices dominate, and the message is often tedious and one-sided. Now comes a new story told by a new voice, a voice the world has been waiting to hear. Yours. Because we think talk radio means you get to talk on the radio. What a concept, huh? We're live and local all day, every weekday. We and you are Delaware 1059.
Plenty of sunshine today, warm and humid again, the high 86 degrees, just a couple shy of the record of 88 set back in 2002. Partly cloudy and muggy tonight, low 61, then very warm and humid again tomorrow with sunshine, some clouds and a high of 86. Mostly cloudy on Monday and very warm, breezy as well with a high of 82. Rain will arrive later on Monday night. That could be heavy at times as well. I'm meteorologist Alan Daniels in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Good morning. It is 8:30. I'm Walt Barkus in the Delaware 1059 newsroom. Dewey Beach goes to the dogs this weekend for the first annual Golden Jubilee weekend, celebrating the Golden Retriever. Today, it includes a blessing of the animals and a gathering of Golden Retrievers and their owners for a romp on the beach by the Life Saving Station. That's off Dagsworthy Street in Dewey Beach. About 100 people have already registered at least 80 dogs for the festival. A Milford woman is in custody, facing charges of hindering and prosecution and felony conspiracy. Milford police say 20-year-old Vera Mosley turned herself in Thursday. She is wanted also on a separate court unrelated charge. She's now at the Women's Correctional Center on $2,000 secured bond. CBS covers the nation and the world. It's 8:31.
CBS News Update. I'm Gary Nunn. Budget impasse, day 5. Both sides still taking political shots.
If a federal government worker is at home today furloughed, you should know the reason is in large part because the Senate Democrats refuse to let you come back to work.
Texas GOP Senator Ted Cruz. President Obama in his weekly address says,
reopen the government, make sure we're paying our bills, 2 basic functions that Congress has.
In the Republicans' weekly address, Texas Senator John Cornyn says,
the Democrats have calculated that by prolonging the shutdown and maximizing the pain, they can bully Republicans into doing whatever President Obama and Majority Leader Reid want them to do. It's a very cynical game, but Democrats have decided to play it.
Both the House and Senate convened today, but chances of movement toward resolving the partial government shutdown are seen as nil. Congress also must act in 12 days in order to avoid a government debt default. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
Every customer gets attention the day they call.
Craig McFoy of McFoy Refrigeration, handling all of your commercial refrigeration, heating, and cooling needs.
Hospitals, schools, pizza parlors, VFWs, American Legions, doctors' offices. Everybody that has heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration equipment will service.
McFoy knows your business can't afford to be down.
Our business has, again, since creation of the business, we've given same-day service. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. We'll be there that day, and we'll take care of your problem.
McFoy, with expert certified techs, 30 service vans on the road, and a wide coverage area.
We handle Kent and Sussex counties. We go into Salisbury, Maryland.
Call McFoy, a local, family-owned and operated HVAC and refrigeration company right here in Delaware with over 50 years of commercial experience. 424-8335. That's 424-8335.
Shell V-Power Premium Gasoline is Ferrari's choice for improved performance. It removes an average of 60% of performance-robbing gunk on intake valves left by low-quality premium gasolines. And it starts with your very first tank. So you're not just filling up with over 60 years of Shell and Ferrari technology and innovation. You're also filling up with choose Shell V-Power and let the excitement begin.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
I turned the mic off. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, we are back. Weller Does Delmarva. We are live in person, and we are at Wings and Wheels in Georgetown at the Sussex County Airport. And I wanted to let you know that a friend of ours, Jack Riddle, is involved with the Lewis Rotary. It's actually the Lewis Rehoboth Rotary. And Jack, if you are listening, Colin did not wear his hat today, number one. Number two, I don't think iPads will play Flash Player, and I think that's why you can't watch us on your iPad, I think, if that helps answer your questions. We answer all technical questions on the air, but this is a show that Colin Walls and I pay for. But I want to talk to you about the chicken barbecue put on by the Lewis Rehoboth Rotary. It is right downtown. It's right over the bridge on Savannah Road. It's called the Rotary Pavilion. They today are having some of this barbecue chicken. It's a grilled half barbecue chicken with their secret sauce, and they can't tell you what it is, but it's a secret. Anyway, it's today from 10 a.m. to 4, and it also comes with Bruce's barbecue beans, chips, pickle, and roll. Homemade cupcakes for dessert are available for only $1 extra, and all the proceeds are used to make a difference in our community. So if you have time or can make time, we encourage you to check out this chicken barbecue today. And Jack Riddle is taking your order. If you want to call Jack, that way he'll know people are listening, because this is something that we keep telling Jack is a big thing, and that we got hundreds of thousands of people listening. So call Jack right now or send him a text. His number is 249-9900, 249-9900. That is our good friend and banker, Jack Riddle, and he will take your order. Let him know whether you want 50 of these or whether you want 100 of these. Just think about it. You could buy them, and you could literally ride around and give out barbecue chicken and bless people today. So anyway, that's that. That's a good idea.
Yep.
Most of my ideas are pretty good, except for the ones that aren't. But anyway, listen, I want to remind everybody, this is a weekly show. We just had somebody come up and say, how do I get on this show? How often can I be on the show? You can be on this show once a week. We are on every Saturday from 8 in the morning till 9 on Delaware 1059. We want to thank Fran the man back at the station who helps make everything work. He opens up the airwaves to us, and then we just fly with it. So anyway, this is a show that Colin and I purchased, so that means we are looking for advertisers, underwriters, sponsors, or government grants, whatever we can get. And I'll tell you something else we do. We trade things. So let's say you're listening and you own a restaurant.
Yes.
And you want to give us some gift cards to your restaurant.
Especially restaurants.
Especially restaurants.
Yes.
If you want to give us some gift cards to your restaurant and then come be on our show, we're open-minded to that. Maybe you own some kind of a business that does a service. I might be interested in getting some gift cards to that. Then maybe we'll resell them or something like that. So we take money. We do take money, number one, but we do take things in trade. Now, we're not looking for any animals, anything we have to feed. That also includes children. We're not looking for anything like that.
I would take a giraffe. If somebody has a giraffe,
would
they
you
want
really?
to trade. Yeah. I wouldn't
How
mind
about an
having a
emu?
giraffe.
They're in the same
No,
family. Don't they spit on you or something like that? Anyway, I'd take a giraffe, too, to be honest with you. Okay? I'd even take a camel.
You take a camel? I only want a giraffe. I'll take a giraffe.
Okay. Anyway, so we take things in trade, and but we really do need some sponsors, and we have some sponsors that have helped us. So just like Peninsula Homes was just on here a minute ago. So we want to let you know that we are here. We are live at Wings and Wheels in Georgetown, Delaware. Beautiful day. What you do is you park. They have buses that pick you up, and for $2 they'll bring you here.
They shuttle you right in.
I can't believe it. I did it last year, and I have to be honest with you. For me, it was just less anxiety.
Yeah.
I knew once I got on that bus, I didn't have to worry about nothing.
They show you where to park when you go into the big parking lot, and then they get you on a bus or a shuttle, bring you right in, drop you off right in the heart of everything.
Yep, and it's no charge to get in here. There is tons of food vendor. There are hundreds of cars on the car display. There are helicopters on display. There are planes on display.
Well, I've got a question about the helicopters.
Okay.
Is the Catch It Live helicopter going to be here today?
Not yet.
Is Donald Trump still borrowing it?
He is.
And his is in the shop, right?
Right. And you know, the thing about him is he won't even stop using it long enough for us to letter it. I don't mind Donald Trump borrowing our helicopter if it would just at least let me get it lettered.
He's put his own lettering on it.
He has. So it needs to say Trump and Weller Does Delmarva.
Right. And pull a banner behind it that has Walls and Weller on it, too.
Right. And Jesus saves. So anyway, the other thing is next week we are going to be at Where? I forgot already.
Oh, we're going to be is it Apple Scrapple next week?
Apple
That's
Scrapple. I forgot what street it's on, but it's on the street that the only bank in Bridgeville's on. And you're going to be doing it, and our good friend Jack Riddle will be co-hosting with you.
That's right.
I'm going to Texas next Saturday.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm taking Pastor Bob to a football game.
Your favorite football, right?
Yeah, I'm
You
a big
watch it
football
all the
fan.
time.
Yeah, so we are going to see the Dallas Cowboys play the Washington Redskins in Dallas.
Wow.
So, so the game's next Sunday night.
And when are you driving out?
I'm actually going to fly, believe
You're
it or
going to
not.
fly?
I'm going to at least fly out.
Okay.
If I get out there and I couldn't take the flight, I'm buying a vehicle and driving it home.
What
or
about
I'm
if
calling somebody to come get me. So
What about if you get halfway there and there? Are you going to get them to land it?
if I freak out, maybe.
Land in Louisiana or something?
Yeah. So anyway, next week's show is going to be at the Apple Scrapple Festival. I have a couple sponsors already lined up for next week's show. Bob Wheatley is going to be on talking about commercial real estate and things like that. Also, we've got our good friend Dr. T is going to be on. Mm-hmm. So if you're listening and you say, hey, I want to be on next week's show, I'm saying, hey, you can be on next week's show. Give me a call, 337-7300. Also, check out our website, which is Weller Does Delmarva. Want to also thank our good friend at Glass Doctor in Lincoln for sponsoring the show, Scott Fitzgerald. And later on today, I just want to mention it again because I'm kind of excited. We're going over to 16 Mile Brewery, and they are having a rescue competition where they've got 8 different fire companies going to be extracting, dummies from these vehicles. I don't know if they're going to crunch the vehicle up or flip it over or set it on fire. Or
well, I think what they're going to do is they're going to bring out the jaws of life or whatever that tool is.
Is
They're
that
an
animal? Oh, it's a tool.
It's a tool.
Okay.
Right. So
that was a big animal.
I think they set these cars up. They're wrecked cars. They're getting them from Fitzgerald's.
Okay.
They're setting them up. They're putting dummies inside, so it's simulating a wrecked car. And then the fire crew are actually going to go out and practice and have this competition.
I think they have 20 minutes.
20 minutes. They have to extract the accident victim and get them out of there safely.
Without dropping the roof on their head and things like that.
Right, because these tools are cutting through the metal, so they're very dangerous. And you've got somebody's head within inches of that thing.
And people, I want you to know, you could come watch this. I've seen it, man. They got to chalk the wheels. They got to block the car, so if a tire were to blow out or something like that, it doesn't then fall. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of preparation they do. When they arrive on the scene, them guys are good. And you got to remember something. You need to remember to support your local volunteer fire companies. When they're doing a fund drive or you get one of them things in the mail, donate, because these people get up in the middle of the night. They miss time at their job.
Yes,
they give back to our community.
There was a very important word in there, volunteer.
Volunteer. I had an alarm at my red barn at like 2 or 3 in the morning one night. Mm-hmm. And I got to see firsthand what it was like to get all those people out of bed. And it was a false alarm. Fortunately, there was no fire. Mm-hmm. But they had shared with me that when they came around the corner and they saw my red sign flashing with all this red, and it was glowing at night, they thought, this thing's on fire. But it wasn't. The sign wasn't on fire, not the building. But it really gave me a first-hand view of how these people jump to help us. So I really want to encourage everybody.
And I've got to think that most of the time when a fire alarm goes off in a building, say a place of business, most of the time it probably is a false alarm, but they have to treat it
as if it's not.
Yeah, everyone could be a potential fire. And,
yep. And
they
then
treat it
accidents and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. This gentleman here has driven around 4 times so far, but he's getting her. So he's trying to get his trailer parked. I do notice a Weller sticker on it. So this is a great place to come and see what vendor trailers look like. If you're listening and you say, I think I want a vendor trailer, I don't know how I want to design it, I've seen a half a dozen of them that we have sold. So if you want to come and look at vendor trailers, this is the place to do that. So I think we got somebody from the Wings and Wheels group coming back here in a few minutes. But if you want to be on the show, 337-7300. If you have any comments, we'll take them. If you have any suggestions, ideas, just shoot me an email. It's Jim, and a lot of people, when they look at me, their mind immediately thinks you spell Jim G-Y-M. It's not. It's J-I-M at Wellers.com. Look, he's going to hit that other trailer.
Oh, he's got it.
We need to turn the camera for everybody. So also you can watch today's show later if you have enjoyed it or you want to share it with somebody. You go to Weller Does Delmarva, and we're going to be streaming that rescue competition at about 1 o'clock ish.
That's right. Yeah. So go to Weller Does Delmarva to watch that also.
Yep. Now,
WellerDoesDelmarva.com.
Yeah, .com. Don't forget the .com. Now, also, my Red Barn is open today. I want to encourage people to stop out. They had a good crowd yesterday. We're open the first Friday and Saturday of every month if you want to write that on your calendar. And today they're open from 8 to 2. So stop by Weller's Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. So other than that, we are looking for somebody from the Wings and Wheels group to talk to. Hopefully they'll be coming over. But if you're listening and you say, where are you guys? We are at the Sussex County Airport in Georgetown. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. There is all kinds of old planes on display, newer planes on display. Colin and I are thinking about getting on this jet over here, scooting down to Hilton Head, hitting around the Gulf, and then coming on back because we got to be over at the rescue competition. By
I would
1.
do better at flying the plane than playing golf.
Oh, would
so
you really?
Play golf, I'll fly the plane.
You're saying you have a better chance of flying that plane.
More
than
success than flying the plane than playing golf, yes.
All right.
Hey,
yes.
Lieutenant Colonel Dick Cole is going to be here today from 10:30 to 11:15.
He'll be speaking, I believe.
Yeah, he was part of the Doolittle Raiders. That was the first bombing that took place in Japan. It was this group.
After Pearl Harbor.
After Pearl Harbor, yep. They came in.
And when they took off, they knew they were not going to have enough fuel to come back.
That's right.
They were told to bomb, and hopefully, make it to China?
And try to get back to China and ditch the plane.
And hide.
In a safe area.
Yeah.
I mean, they were literally expecting to have to bail out of the plane.
Crash land the plane or bail out.
Right.
Yeah. So he's
and they
one
still
of,
left.
Huh?
They still
left. Yeah.
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 That's bravery there.
But he is going to be speaking today. What time did you say? 10:30?
10:30 to 11:15. Yes.
Yep. So, but there's just a lot to see, a lot going on. Bring your camera if you come. But you go out of Georgetown like you're headed towards, we'll say, Lewis, and the cheer center's on your left. You turn right at that light. There's a school on your right. I think there's parking on the right and the left. You park. That gentleman is still maneuvering that trailer. I think for $5 he would pay me to park it.
I think he's practicing.
Is that what you think?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's getting her. So I should be videoing that. But anyway, I want to also mention, can I blow through the sponsors one more time? I want to give them their money's worth. So we've got Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, is a good sponsor of ours. They're in Lincoln. Also, we got Wireless Zone from Milford, Middletown, and Harrington, another good sponsor. They are a Verizon premium retailer. Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. That's one of my businesses. They're open today till 1 o'clock if you want to stop by there. In fact, I'll give you a special on mulch. You got to tell them I said this. $2 a bag. So if you need any bags of mulch left, then I'll sell them for $2 a bag. But anyway, then Weller's Red Barn is open. Wool Service Center, you're open until noon in Milford. If you want to go in and have anything looked at on your vehicle, or if you want to get some work scheduled, I can speak from personal experience. Colin does a good job. Sam Wilson, come over here and talk to us real quick. This is Sam Wilson. He is never, ever at a loss for words.
No, he's not.
Let's see today if he is.
Sussex County Councilman, President of Sussex County.
President of
President
Sussex.
Or Vice President? Vice President.
Vice
of
President.
Sussex County Council.
All right, come on over here, Sam. He turned the big paying job down. Okay. We're going to let you talk for 2 minutes. Come on over here. Sam Wilson. Come on. We're on a time limit. We're live on the radio and the internet.
Oh, my. I heard.
Is your hair straight and your hat straight? It looks good. Yep, very good. Have you been dyeing your hair?
Getting younger.
Talking to the microphone.
I'm getting younger.
You're getting younger. Well, good. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Where have you been so far today?
Home to here.
Home to here. How's everything at home?
I had to listen to you on the internet. I couldn't, and on the radio, actually, and you said you was.
Oh, okay. Because you have an iPad.
Yeah.
Something about them iPads, man. But anyway.
I started young in my life.
Oh, what's that mean?
I started at 75 using an iPad.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what do you think of the event so far? Were you here last night?
I was here last night. I tell you, it was quite a bit of history here last night.
Yes.
Mr. Tyndall.
Okay.
And Mr. Cole. One started the war, and the other ended the war.
Really?
Now, think about this. Mr. Cole was the first one to fly in to bomb Japan, and Mr. Tyndall was the navigator on the plane that flew over Missouri when they were signing the truce.
Really?
So that's why I thought.
And they were both here last night?
Both here. I stood there with both of them and talked to both of them. It was quite. I had not thought too much about it. I did know the history, but Mr. Glenn, who works for the County Post, said, Sam, you realize what kind of history was here tonight? How often will this ever happen?
Right, and will it ever happen again?
And will it ever happen again?
Now, Mr.
And,
Cole's here today, too.
Mr. Cole's here today, and I don't know about his name's Newton Tyndall.
Okay.
And he's 94, and Mr. Cole is 98 years old.
Wow.
And very capable of talking to you. I mean, they got their right minds there with it. They get around, they talk.
Probably not on a lot of medicine.
And probably don't.
You know what I mean?
Probably don't take even Lipitor. Who knows?
Right. Lipitor. What, are you on Lipitor now?
No, but my doctor tried to convince me, but I said, what little mind I got, I like to keep it because Lipitor does have a tendency of taking that away from you.
Well, we're going to have a deal on Lipitor at the Red Barn soon, but not right now. So anyway, what else does your day hold?
Oh, I've got, I am I represent the county council.
Okay.
On the airport.
Oh, really?
So I'm on that job, and
okay.
I started to enjoy it. And of course, I worked on airplanes starting back in '58.
What do you mean? Did they have airplanes in '58?
They really did, and they flew too.
Really?
In fact, this plane was not supposed to get off the ground. It's sort of like a bumblebee, they said, because most of the fuselage helped to carry it, and that was a 124.
And you worked on it where?
In Delmarva Air Base. I was a lead man at one time.
Were you in the Air Force?
No, I was.
So this would be a civil servant.
It was a civil service job. I was a sheet metal mechanic.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I knew how to just take skin off the plane and put it back on. I knew how to patch it up and build ribs. And
did you use a rivet gun?
And in fact, I was offered by Mr. Patsay here to come and instruct us, in which now Delaware, Del Tech has got a building here to teach people sheet metal work.
Really?
It's one of the most demanding for craftsmen is sheet metal work on aircraft.
What don't you know how to do?
That's probably a bigger story.
I thought. All right. Well, you were here last night, and beautiful day, a lot going on. Did you sleep in that tent over there?
No, I really, believe it or not, I only live about, the way the crow flies, about 3 miles. Probably if you go around all the bends and curves, about 5. So it doesn't take me long to come to Georgetown.
It's easier to go to Hotel Wilson.
Actually, I came out here on this airport, and probably about 52, 53, when my bicycle used to ride. This airport was actually closed at one time.
So it was open before 52?
Oh, yeah, it was open during World War II. It was a place for naval planes to from out of New Jersey to come over here and test landing. They drew a picture of about the size of a ship, and they practiced landing on that area.
Oh, on the ground.
On the ground.
And they could see it from the air.
And they could see it from the air, how it's drawn out.
Because in those days, they flew with their eyes, and not navigation.
And so what they would do, they practiced landing on that spot to get ready to land on a ship.
That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, see, back in those days, we're just beginning to really get into aircraft. And,
right.
In fact, my family goes so far back, my mom and dad. My mom heard an airplane going over. They couldn't figure out what the noise was. This was back in about 19...
they thought it was the end of the world.
Well, not necessarily, but you can imagine if you never saw an airplane before.
Right. They weren't thinking aliens.
Well, my dad was born in 1897.
And lived in Georgetown?
And lived on the farm that I live on. And
really?
His father lived there before that. In fact, they were there on the farm that I live on was there before the Civil War.
Oh.
So,
all right,
so it's an old-time farm that we lived in a long, long time.
All right.
And so I guess that's why we acquired the name Wilson Road.
Wilson Road. Well, Sam, I got to cut you off, but I'm going to thank you.
It's good being
Any
here.
parting comments?
And it's good talking to you, Mr.
Say hi
Walls,
to your
too.
wife.
Although he wouldn't let you get a word in edgewise, it's good talking.
You got the microphone. You got Colin's microphone. You got such a grip on it, your knuckles are turning white.
Well, I'm afraid you take it away from me.
All right, thank you, Sam. I am going to take it away. Here you go, Colin.
All right, thank you, Sam Wilson, Sussex County Councilman, Vice President of Sussex County Council.
Good public servant, good husband, good father, good grandfather, great-grandfather, too.
And very responsible with our tax money.
Yes, and I like him a lot. So
I spend it like it's mine.
That's right.
Well, anyway, thank you, Sam. All right, folks, we are winding down today's show, but I really want to encourage you to come on out to the Wings and Wheels event. They've been gracious enough to let us be here. I do want to mention Linda Price. She is a good girl, and she works very hard. And I just want to mention where she works. She works at Fulton Bank in Georgetown. And she said, oh, don't mention that. I just want to mention it. So if you know Linda, thank her for all her efforts and her public service. She's a good lady. She works hard. Here's Kevin Short.
That's right, Mid-South Audio.
Hey, Kevin. We like what you've done with your hair. He knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I just want to say Linda Price is a good gal. She works hard. She serves our community well. And as you can see, Colin and Sam, and look around, there's a lot of people involved with the Georgetown Chamber that got here early, have put in countless hours to make this event a success.
And it's very organized. They knew where everything went around here.
Yes.
And if you look, everything is in place. It's
yes,
not out
it
of
is.
place. It's very well run.
They got a big tent out here for you. If you come and you get some food, there's tables and chairs. You can sit down. There'll be some music playing later on. It's just a nice, family-friendly environment. So, folks, I really encourage you, if you can't, and it's free. That's right, it's free. That's the best part. And then come on over to the 16 Mile Brewery thing and see what this rescue competition is all about.
That's right. If you're already in Georgetown, come on over and check that out.
Right. While you're at it, you might as well stop by the Brick Hotel, too, and check that place out.
That's right. Get a good lunch while you're in there.
I'll tell you what I saw that was neat. I got here real early, and all these lights were on downtown in the park and up on the front of they were all like a red color. It really looked neat. Here's Brian Pettyjohn. He's on the phone. He's actually acting like he doesn't hear us.
Yes, Senator Pettyjohn. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, told me yesterday he was going to come talk. Now he's ignoring us. Are you coming over here?
He's pretending like he's on
a minute left,
call.
everybody.
He was out here last week.
Oh, he was out here, yeah. So Brian Pettyjohn, he's our senator. Here he comes, everybody. Let's give him a big hand.
All right.
All right. Good morning. How's it going? There's the camera.
Hey, Jim.
Use the mic, and there's the camera.
Yeah, get the same out here.
We just need your name, address, date of birth, and social security number, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, let me have your wallet first, and I'll tell you.
How's it going for you today?
Great.
You been here long?
Day. Been here about an hour.
And you came out last night, I'm sure?
Came out here last night. Yep.
You weren't the one that the police had to escort off.
No comment.
No comment. Okay.
No, I came
Photos
out here
at 9.
Yeah, came out here and greeted Lieutenant Colonel Cole.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's
wonderful,
right.
Wonderful man.
Quite a story. Quite a testimony.
Quite a testimony. And and it was great to have him and Colonel Tyndall here last night as well, because you bookend World War II.
Yep.
You know, you had two men that were involved with the beginning and the end of the war, and it's a great honor to have both of them here in our little town, Georgetown, in Sussex County.
At the same time, and what a coincidence! Or not a coincidence, but what a nice, crossing of paths.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing won't happen much anymore.
No.
As that generation dies out, and it's unfortunate. We've got a lot to learn from that generation of men and women.
Need to archive it.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm encouraging everybody to come on out. Where are we at on time? And I want to about a minute. So don't forget, if you want to be on the show, we'd love to have you on the show. Call me 337-7300. Tell your friends next weekend we're at Apple Scrapple. And other than that, is there anything else, Colin?
No, just want to just stay tuned to catchitlive.com because we're going to be come back
everywhere.
About 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah, Weller does Delmarva.
I'm sorry, Weller does
okay.
Delmarva, yes.
That's all right. I'll let you get it out first. And then, anyway, Weller does Delmarva. You can log on there about 1 o'clock, and we'll be over there. We'll be in the way. We'll be the guys that people have to walk around and work around, and they'll say, whew, I wish we never invited these two.
Yeah, we'll have wires and everything all over the place and getting in their face with a camera.
Mm-hmm. And so anyway, other than that, is that about it? And I want to thank Jack Riddle for being involved with that chicken barbecue. And don't forget to call Jack, 249-9900, and tell him whether you want 10 chicken dinners, 20, or 30. He said that people are allowed to buy all they want.
That's right. You can come up there with a trailer, and he'll load you right up.
Right. Go over that little bridge in Lewis, and I think they're right there on the left.
That's right.
So that's today. So other than that, thank you, Fran. Thank you, Delaware 105.9. Thank you, Peninsula Homes. Thank you.
Let's thank Verizon Wireless. Wireless Zone. He is a Verizon Wireless premium retailer.
And they do a good job. Nice store. Milford.
Yeah, he does a good job, and they do a lot of. It's more of a service.
Yes,
because you can buy the same thing online, but you can't get that.
You can't
service.
buy service.
That's right. You cannot buy that
service. Is priceless. Here's an endorsement.
Yeah, and Tejas is a great guy. He'll help you with whatever you need.
He's very knowledgeable.
That's
very knowledgeable.
That's right. He is.
Yep.
Very, very knowledgeable, and I had a really good experience recently in there. So take it from me.
Tell us about it next month.
I will.
Anyway,
that about does it for us, Jim. So.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the day. God bless you, and have a good weekend.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next week.
preceding program was a paid commercial presentation.
Local news first on Delaware 105.9.
Good morning. It's 8:59. I'm Walt Marcus in the Delaware 105.9 newsroom. Mostly sunny, warm, humid today. 86 for the high. We could get close to the record of 88 set in 2002.
Forgot about that. All right, turn the volume up, folks that are watching. So this is Senator Brian Pettyjohn from Georgetown. You were the mayor at one time.
I was, yes.
How long were you the mayor?
I was the mayor for 2 years. I was on council for 2 years as well.
Wow, you were on council first?
Yes.
Then you became the mayor?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I decided to retire from politics for a few months.
And then you ran for senator?
Ran for Senate, yes.
And that worked out pretty good?
It did, yeah. A great campaign, 37 days.
Wow.
From start to finish.
That was a lot of work, wasn't it?
It was. I remember last year here at Wings and Wheels, I went, I had to go to Walmart and print out labels. I got those little "Hello, my name is" labels,
right?
Blank ones, and I printed those out with my name and started handing them out here at Wings and Wheels. And Sam Wilson was one of the first ones to grab one.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that was nice.
It's funny.
And,
it's funny what happens in 12 months.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the you don't go to Dover. What's it called? There's no session right now. Doesn't mean you're not working. I'm not trying to insinuate that. Okay, but I mean you don't make the trips to Dover right now.
Right. We're not in session right now.
But people probably call you 7 days a week, night and day.
Yes, absolutely.
If there was 8 days, they'd probably call you 8 days, night and day.
They would, yes.
Okay, are all the phone calls nice and friendly and pleasant? Or?
No, they're not. You know, if I had a wooden nickel, a Weller's wooden nickel for every time that somebody
you
would
could bite
call
on the wooden nickel.
I would, yes.
Instead of gnawing your teeth. So
most of the calls are good.
Okay.
You know, most of them are positive. A lot of them are questions or concerns that people have, and they need a little bit of guidance.
Right.
And you know, with my knowledge and my staff's knowledge of the state government, and a lot of times we'll refer them to our national delegation, whether it be Carper, Coons, Castle, Carper, Coons, or Kearney.
Carper, Coons, or Kearney.
Carper, the 3 C's.
What's he got here?
We'll refer them up to them.
Come on over here, young man.
I know what it is.
It's a human brain?
I'll tell you what it is.
Tell us what it is.
That is an Osage orange. Am I right? I believe that comes from an Osage orange tree, doesn't it? Is that what it is, Sam? Osage orange from an Osage orange tree? Oh, you picked it up over there.
Sam,
well, that guy's been over there looking for it, Sam.
Somebody else and Sam took it.
Sam doesn't know what it is?
I believe it could be a bomb. Don't say bomb at an airport.
No.
Okay.
I haven't, but you've said it 3 times.
The NSA is probably on their way. All right, we got to wrap up because this gentleman has been kind enough to not fire up his generator for us to do the show. So now we're on the internet. We just can't let go. We can't get enough. So, folks, we've enjoyed you watching us. Anything else?
It's a great day out at Wings and Wheels. If you get a chance to stop by, it's always a good event. There's a lot of good food here.
You got a little bit of
helping serve the people. You know, you're always campaigning.
Yeah, all the time.
And by campaigning, I mean just doing what I'm supposed to do for the people of the 19th District in the state of Delaware.
Well, serve them.
Yeah, serve them.
Wow, very good.
Yep.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
All right, everybody, Jim Weller for Weller Does Delmarva, October 5th, live at the Wings and Wheels event in Georgetown. That was Senator Brian Pettyjohn. I'm going to leave you, and I'll see you. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
God bless.
They use them a lot in the Midwest.
What are they good for?
Fence posts. Yeah, wood's good for fence posts.
I thought it would for the
Yeah,
tree itself.
right.
Is he there one little seed?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. I hope it's not poison.